New York Mets baseball is back on Saturday, and Clay Holmes will get the nod for the New York Mets in their Grapefruit League debut for 2025 against the Houston Astros, and we get to see Clay Holmes, the starting pitcher, right off the bat. Now, he'll pitch the same amount he's used to as a reliever, but it's good to see new starter Clay Holmes in that role on Saturday. This is Mets Daily. I'm your host, Jake Brown. Make sure you subscribe to Mets Daily. Share the channel with all your family and friends. And make sure you smash that thumbs up right now on YouTube. It really helps the channel. And comment below how you're liking the show. First guest tomorrow. And yes, it is another reunion. Whenever I do a new Mets venture, we have to remember where we came from. And that is Nelson Figueroa, former Mets pitcher and now co-host on Pix 11, New York Sports Nation Nightly. Figgy is back with me, an amazing but true reunion on tomorrow's Mets Daily. So stay tuned for that. We're excited to be back with Figgy. But we want to start here this Wednesday, February 19th, talking about, yes, Clay Holmes starting, but also Frankie Montas. You know, he said he felt that pain after his first bullpen session. He got a PRP injection yesterday, and now the plan is for him to throw in 4 to 6 weeks. So he won't throw for 4 to 6 weeks, but at some point in that 4 to 6 week window, he'll play catch. Then he'll have to ramp up into a spring training-like program, which if that timeline stays true, now you never know. There's always setbacks in Mets world, but that makes me feel we might see Frankie Montas sometime in May, and it might not be June, which means the Mets would only have to go without a starter potentially for a month. So that is good news for the Mets. Another guy getting back on the hill is Matt Allen. Now, Matt Allen, you're probably like, who the hell is that, Jake? Well, this is a guy who's had 2 Tommy John surgeries. He's had 3 surgeries in total, and he's healthy. And he's throwing 95, 96 miles an hour, and he's probably not an option for the 2025 Mets. But this is a guy who will pitch in games in the minor leagues for the first time since 2019. Good for Matt Allen. When you have to go through all that, adversity, all that surgeries and health issues, and you're worried if you're ever going to pitch again, for that guy to be back on the mound and potentially pitching in minor league games this year for the first time since the Mets drafted him 6 years ago, that's an awesome feeling for Matt Allen. So good for him. On the Jose Quintana front, as we address the rotation, my colleague, if you don't know, I write for the Mets Sports Illustrated site, Mets on SI it's called, and Pat Ragazzo, the head of the site, says that the Mets reportedly have spoke with Jose Quintana, and Quintana is very interested in a reunion with the team. So we'll see where that goes. Remember, the Mets have to pay the 110% of the luxury tax, so whatever Quintana is getting paid to be double. So I think the Mets are talking to him thinking, hey, like if your price can get down to maybe $5 million, we'll stomach it a lot easier than if it's $10 million and we really got to pay you $20 million. So, the Mets are really paying Pete Alonso $54 million because it's $27 million AAV plus the luxury tax. So I think they want Quintana, but they want him at the right price because of that tax. So that is encouraging, though, that the two sides are talking. We mentioned it yesterday. Would love to see him back in a New York Mets uniform. The Mets have added a little bit of depth in a guy that no one's heard of, in right-hand pitcher Connor Overton. Overton last pitched for the Reds. Last year he was in 3 minor league affiliates for the Reds. He last pitched in the big leagues for the Reds in 2023. 10 starts over 3 seasons with the Pirates, and then the Reds for 2. 4.85 ERA. So Connor Overton, someone to watch maybe in the minor leagues at some point this season. If the Mets have some injuries, maybe see Connor Overton. But that is kind of talking about the news and notes in Mets land. The other news was seeing Juan Soto and the Soto shuffle. I mean, we got to see it. All the videos, if you watch all over Twitter on Wednesday, we get to see the Soto shuffle. Soto tapping Francisco Alvarez on the head. There's video of him tapping him with the bat during the Subway Series. So that's fun. It feels like they're vibing. And, I have heard that Soto and Siri, and when we saw it, weren't in love with each other. Now it seems like they're BFFs, and that's a great sign because those are 2 guys playing right next to each other in center and right field. So Soto, Siri getting along, obviously getting along with Starling Marte. You're seeing Soto rub lotion on Marte's bald head. Maybe it's that Brazilian bum cream that I use. I don't know. You saw a little bit. You got the cream, and he was going like this. He was getting a little bit of that on Starling Marte. Getting that cream on there. Maybe with some suntan lotion to make sure Marte doesn't get burned. But it feels like the aura, the vibes in Mets land are really good right now. And, they should be good at the ballpark as the Mets, it's a light news day. So I want to get into the theme nights that the Mets announced, on social media today and, go through the schedule for the season. There's some really interesting ones that are quite bizarre. But as we go through here, theme nights throughout the Mets season, Friday, April 18th is one that is quite bizarre. It is a Minecraft movie night. Now, fans who purchase through the special offer receive a custom Minecraft movie and Mets hat. Now, it's one of the ugliest hats I've ever seen, so I could probably pass on that, but it is kind of funky, I guess, if you're into Minecraft. So that is on a Friday night against the St. Louis Cardinals. You got Bark at the Park on April 30th. Love a good Bark at the Park. This one is very intriguing. Tuesday, May 13th against the Pirates, and the Mets have done this a lot. Mets Hall of Fame bobblehead series. It's set 1 of 3, Gil Hodges and Bud Harrelson. So that's a cool piece of Mets history, Mets bobblehead. They're doing that a lot, the weeknight promotions to try to get people out. Wednesday, that big series against the Pirates, AAPI Heritage Night. That's Asian American Pacific Islander Culture. So that's good. Military Appreciation Day on Memorial Day. Pride Night on Friday, June 13th. Shout out to the ladies. Monday, June 23rd is Women's Night against the Atlanta Braves. The second part of the Hall of Fame bobblehead series is Rusty Staub and Tom Seaver. That is a really cool one as well on Wednesday, June 25th. WWE Night. I know some of my friends who love wrestling are going to love that. And fans who purchase through that special offer will receive a WWE-themed Mr. Met bobblehead. That's a Monday, July 21st against Mike Trout and the Angels. I hope Trout's healthy. That'd be a game I think a lot of people want to go to. This one I'm going to need. And Billy Joel's coming to Citi Field in August. And they are giving out a limited edition Billy Joel Mets jersey on August 12th on a Tuesday against the Braves. So that's a good one. Monday, August 25th, Pokemon Go Night. That's, I thought that was over with, but that's still going. Sesame Street Night on Wednesday, August 22nd. You'll get a Big Bird bobblehead for the people who purchased that special offer. You got Stranger Things Night on Friday, September 12th against the Rangers. Hispanic Heritage Night, Tuesday, September 16th against the Padres. And then Wednesday, September 17th, Set 3, Ed Kranepool and Jerry Koosman, a really cool bobblehead series. So the Mets have really upped their promotion game and their theme night game this year. And I'm excited about that. And, as someone who is a connoisseur and some, at least me, say the mayor of Citi Field in some sense, I have some recommendations for Steve Cohen. He mentioned about how he was not happy about the Mets being 18th in attendance last year. Well, I have put down recommendations for Uncle Steve if he wants more people in the building. Remember, the Mets usually do pretty well on weekends, but he particularly complained about a series in September. Remember, that was during the week against the Washington Nationals. Well, I have a whole series here, Uncle Steve and Alex Cohen, of what you can do that would not, hurt you financially too much, that will make a massive difference. These are all weekday changes. So here's the Jake Brown Radio recommendations to bring more fans to Citi Field. First off, lower the parking cost from $40 to $20 for all Monday through Thursday games. The Mets did this for a bit over the summer, I believe, last year, but this needs to be from opening day till the very end. Every Monday through Thursday, you're still getting the 40 on the weekends, and don't raise that 40. Every year it seems to go up. I'm sure it's going to end up being 60 this year. Make it $20, because guess what? That other 20 that the people aren't paying for parking, they're going to end up using in the stadium. So you're going to end up getting it anyway. So get that down to $20. Also, Monday and Tuesday, you talk about the weekdays and you're worried about attendance. How about this? Monday and Tuesday, make it buy one, get one free for select tickets. I'm not saying the best seats in the house, but for select seats, give Mets fans a chance to go for an affordable price. And then Wednesday and Thursday, make it 25% off tickets. So you could charge the normal rate, take 25% off. I think that'll get more people in the building. Now you got to think about, once they're in the building, how can you get them to buy things in the building? Well, make the food cheaper. Listen, I'm an extravagant food guy. I'm not a big hot dog guy. A lot of fans like to go get their soda, hot dog, fries, simple things. So I have the solution for that. I think you did a good job with the $1 hot dog night. Get rid of the $1. Make it $2. Make it a limit of one, but Mondays, and you can mix up these days, but this is what I kind of just thought about. Monday, $2 popcorn, $2 pretzel, $2 soda, $2 water. And then make each day one premium food for cheaper. So make it $10 burgers. Any kind of burger in the stadium, $10. Tuesday, you keep your hot dogs, but make it $2. Again, limit of one per transaction. So you don't, go crazy, because I know people get 4 at a time. Make it just one. $2 hot dogs, $2 soda, $5 ice cream, especially on those warm summer nights. And then $10 tacos, quesadillas. It is Taco Tuesday. That just made sense. Wednesday, $2 popcorn, $2 water, $5 ice cream, and $10 pastrami. Everybody loves Citi Field pastrami. And then Thursday, $2 pretzel, $2 soda, $3 fries. Here you're incorporating all kind of everything from the simple items, and then the famous Pat LaFrida steak sandwich. Bring that down to $10. Not a crazy discount, but good enough that people say, hey, I'll get a steak sandwich, a soda, and a pretzel, and a fry, all for $17. That is affordable. Mixed with the $20 parking, you're going to get a lot more people coming to the games if you're talking about those prices. Also do this. Make one game each weekday homestand a 25% discount night on all food and drinks and team store for all Mets Connect members. Now, they're trying to get people on the Mets Connect. It's a membership on the MLB at Bat app where you have your tickets. Have an incentive. You have the app, you get 25% off on a certain day each homestand on food, drinks, and the team store. Bring out former Mets. Bring out random former Mets, whether it's Josh Tolley, Benny Agbayani, for each weeknight for Mets fans to meet and greet them and do a live pregame show with them in the Piazza Club. I think that would be cool. And also bring them out to K-Corner. This is something I hear from a lot of fans. K-Corner wasn't open before some games, wasn't open after some games. Make K-Corner like McFadden's was. Live DJ. Have R.A. Dickey, be a guest DJ as a joke next to the real DJ. Get people out to K-Corner. Have discounted drinks before and after the game. And make K-Corner a party again. Because, listen, Ebbs is kind of boring. Ebbs after the game doesn't stay open long. There's no music. It's kind of boring. Make a place to go. Remember, these games are shorter. It's a shorter game. Fans want to party before and after the game, and they can't do that when the game is short and there's nothing to do around the stadium. So that's going to change in 2027. Those are my changes for you, Steve Cohen and Alex Cohen. I think they're smart. I think you'll get people there, and you can thank Jake Brown later. It is a Wednesday. It is a hump day. So we have mailbag questions. Let's go into the mailbag for this week. Again, every Tuesday we read the top 3 comments from YouTube. Smash that thumbs up. Also comment what you think of my ideas that I had for the changes. Are you on board with those kind of ideas? Let me know. This one from loyal viewer Jonathan Shatakoop. I can never say his name. I want to take a moment to sincerely thank the New York Mets' decision to lift TV blackouts for in-market fans. As a longtime Mets supporter and Cablevision subscriber, I know firsthand how frustrating it is to be caught in the middle of corporate disputes that prevent fans from watching their teams. Right now, Knicks and Rangers fans are missing games because of the ongoing battle between MSG and Cablevision. Yeah, this came up yesterday. The Mets SNY app is no more. So SNY and MLB have partnered to stream games on the MLB app, and there will not be blackouts. This is huge. This is a big moment, I think, for fans in market, out of market. $24.99 a month, $124.99 for the MLB season, or $149.99 annually via the MLB app. So this was a cool moment, so shout out to them. All right, this one from Pete Nieto, 1575. I don't have an issue with Cohen saying that, and he's talking about my comments yesterday about what he said about attendance. Everyone is always pressuring him to sign the big-ticket players and trade the farm for all-stars, but then they complain that it's expensive to go to the game. You want a good product, you have to pay for it. You can't have it both ways, unfortunately. While I somewhat agree with you, Pete, I also think the ideas I laid out are what can make people go. You can still have the same price ticket, but make certain things cheaper. Not everything has to be top dollar every day of the week. They struggle with attendance during the week. Want to fix it? Make things cheaper. I'm not saying make all the tickets cheaper, but make some concessions cheaper so people don't have to stress about their finances when they do go to a game and it is a treat. If you're saying I could drink and eat and not drink alcohol, but drink soda, water, snacks, food for $20, I get myself a $20 ticket, $20 parking. All of a sudden, you're going to get fans going every week to games because now it's a very affordable experience, and that alone is going to raise the ticket sales. So that's what I think they should do. I enjoy your show. Excellent. The reason the Mets probably won't sign Quintana is the Cohen tax. Say he signs for $12 million, that becomes $25.2. Given that what Pete costs him $54, I don't think it's feasible. I also think Vlad is a pipe dream. The Mets need to clear some veteran dead weight and get a much needed boost from them. Then everything becomes sustainable. From Frederick Hockey, $27.60. I mentioned this earlier, Frederick. If the price is right, it makes sense for Quintana. But I agree. If it's a $12 million deal, the Mets aren't going to do it and pay him double. But if you're talking about 5 becomes 10.5 or 6 becomes 12.5, I think it's more feasible. But once it hits 10 and above, I think they're outpricing themselves on Jose Quintana. And we'll see on Vladdy. It depends. If McNeil's contract is off the books, if they could shed a few contracts, maybe he's feasible. I think the Mets can make it work. Will they make it work? Is it worth it? That's another question. But listen, I think Vladdy, Lindor, Soto would be massive for the New York Mets. That's enough yapping out of me. It was a light news day, but I wanted to lay out those ideas for Mets fans to have a more affordable experience at the ballpark. I'm one of you. I would love cheaper things at the games, and I think the Mets should get that done. It is a hump day, and tomorrow, on Thursday, we debut our first guest of Mets Daily. We'll do one every week. It is my former co-host, Nelson Figueroa. Remember him from SNY. Now he's on Pix 11, former Mets pitcher. He'll join me. Smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to Mets Daily. I'm Jake Brown at Jake Brown Radio. Thanks for watching Mets Daily, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow.